For decades, the global narrative surrounding Iran has been defined by three recurring themes: severe economic sanctions, nuclear tensions, and regional conflict. Yet, beneath these headlines, the country operates an internal reality that contradicts the image of a paralyzed state. Despite being severed from global supply chains, an advanced domestic society continues to function. When foreign trade was blocked, the state adopted a resistance economy. This survival strategy moved the nation away from international reliance, forcing a shift toward high-volume domestic production. Isolation did not cause the predicted internal collapse. Instead, it required the nation to independently design and maintain a modern urban landscape, visible in the developed skyline of Tehran. To bypass economic blockades, the state turned toward its own geography, attempting to transform the country into a vital global transit hub. The center of this effort is the Chabahar Port on the Sea of Oman, the country's only oceanic port that bypasses traditional, more vulnerable shipping lanes. A 634-kilometer railway connects this port to the city of Zahedan, creating a direct link between the Indian Ocean and the landlocked markets of Central Asia. When foreign partners withdrew funding to comply with sanctions, domestic engineering networks took over the construction, pushing the project toward its 2026 completion window. By investing billions into this physical infrastructure, the state weaponized its own terrain to maintain a flow of goods that bypasses international restrictions. While concrete and steel address transit, the inability to import high-tech goods forced the state to look toward microscopic research. Isolation had blocked the flow of everything from specialized sensors to life-saving medicines. In response, the government funneled resources into internal scientific sectors. The Nature Index now records significant growth in domestic research output, particularly in biotechnology and physics. In this sterile lab environment, researchers work on vaccines and complex drugs that were once imported. Today, the country produces roughly 95% of its required medicines within its own borders. This research extends into precision manufacturing, with the development of pulsed laser technology, a foundational tool for modern medical diagnostics and high-end industrial fabrication. The pressure of the embargo did not just stop imports. It necessitated an evolution that resulted in medical and technological self-sufficiency. Historically, the economy was vulnerable due to a reliance on exporting raw crude oil. When sanctions targeted these exports, the nation faced a choice between stagnation or a total industrial pivot. The state invested heavily in domestic refining. Rather than shipping raw oil, these industrial plants now convert crude into finished products and electricity for the domestic market. This chart shows the internal loop. Raw energy is diverted into refineries, and then split into petrochemical materials and electricity used by the nation's factories and neighbors. In the public squares of Isfahan, daily life continues, sustained by internal systems built over 40 years of isolation. This model remains vulnerable. Modern warfare and regional conflicts can destroy physical ports, refineries, and railways in a single day. But physical fragility contrasts with an asset that cannot be leveled: the engineering expertise and scientific foundation cultivated by the people. Blockades can halt physical trade, and strikes can level concrete, but the internal knowledge and expertise required to rebuild them cannot be embargoed.